Hello, my friends, and welcome back.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a fat activist saying fat folks enjoying their food is an act of resistance. Man, the requirements for these revolutions are getting less and less, aren't they? We're also going to be taking a look at a few bonus clips, including one where somebody says they're afraid that people will be nicer to them after they lose weight, and another one where somebody's complaining about anti-fat bias in stock images. So be sure to stick around until the end. Also, please be sure to check out a video I released over the weekend on my second channel about how Steven Seagal has delusions of grandeur. Here's a link. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. The caption at the top reads, #FatTuesday. Fat folks enjoying their food is an act of resistance. You rebel. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't you resist. Society didn't want you to do that, but you did that. How dare you enjoy that cannoli? And then you were even laughing about it. Psh. There's a certain set of rules that society wants you to play by, and you just refuse. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're eating pasta as an act of resistance, and now, what is that? Just a spoonful of mayonnaise. Okay, that actually is an act of resistance. How dare you? Damn it! Stop resisting! I disagree. I think combing a mustache is an act of resistance. Come and get me. You don't like that one bit, do you? You especially don't like that I'm making this stupid weird face as I'm doing it. You hate that, don't you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's what I thought. Sit down. Next.
Hey.
Ah! Hey, you startled me.
Well, I have you here. If you think for a moment before you comment, would I like someone to make this comment on my post? And the answer is no. How about you just don't comment? Yeah.
That little, yeah. Okay, thank you for this public service announcement. Yeah, thanks. Got me with a jump scare a little bit there, huh? The video started off, she's like, if you're gonna comment on somebody's post, I'm just like, ah, what the hell? Where did you come from? All right, so I agree. If you're not gonna say something nice, don't say nothing at all, you dingus. I think we can all get behind that. Next, caption at the top reads, my biggest fear once I lose 100 pounds.
There is one thing I am very afraid of when I lose all the weight I want to lose.
Ghosts.
I have lost 40 pounds, but I am still visibly morbidly obese.
Okay, it's not ghosts.
And that is that people are going to treat me better in public.
Oh, I know. I would hate it if people treated me better, dude. That would so suck. Don't be nice to me, guys. I would hate that.
Because I don't want to be a cynical person, but
Why? Why wouldn't you want to be a cynical person? What's wrong with that? You say that like it's a bad thing. I don't want to be a cynical person. Why? What the hell's wrong with that? I think we could all use a little more cynicism in our lives, honestly.
Cynical person, but I have a feeling that people are going to be way nicer to me, and I'm going to give you some examples of.
You have a feeling that people are going to be nicer to you.
Of when I was fat, of how people have treated me in public. The first one is I went on a date night with my husband, and it was one of the nights I was kind of eating more than I usually would. I do that very rarely.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a very cynical person. We don't like that. We do not like that.
But I could overhear the waiter laughing with all the other waiters about what I was ordering.
Were they like high-fiving and stuff? Because that would really make me upset. If you guys want to laugh at me, that's one thing. But if you're like high-fiving and you keep looking back and pointing at me like, look at this fucking... then I'm going to be really upset.
I know it was about me because they listed every single thing I had ordered.
How many things was it?
And that's something a lot of fat people get.
What I get from a lot of these stories is that a lot of overweight people have really good hearing. Like they could hear what somebody said down the hall, around the corner, behind plexiglass and whatnot.
Is that they will go out in public and you'll get stares if you order something that's considered unhealthy. And to that I say, you don't know if that person's lost weight. I've lost weight and I still get that judgment. It's like,
you get stares if you order something unhealthy. How would you even notice? I don't notice if people are staring at me because I don't give a damn.
Like, you don't know what's going on in that person's life. The second major area that this happens to me, that people are unkind, is in clothing stores. I went to Nordstrom and I was trying to buy fancy shoes for this event. I forget what the event was. And this lady was helping me out. And then I told her, I'm like, well, I think I have a wider foot. Like, I don't think these are going to fit. And she goes, well, you can just go over there and look at the wider foot section. And before, she had been so friendly and helping me all out. And she just got really angry at me all of a sudden.
The old wide shoe request really sent her over the edge, huh? She's like, listen, I'll help you find a regular shoe, but you want a wide shoe? Go over there. Get away from me right now. And you're just like, what the hell? Why did she start treating me like garbage all of a sudden? She was like, you wide foot having look at you.
Being treated differently because you're I believe it's because you're overweight in public is not.
I believe, just a key phrase there,
an uncommon thing that people experience. Like, I have found that sometimes I feel like I'm invisible in spaces. Like, I have gone to a bar and I've been at the bar trying to order drinks, and all of the skinnier, prettier girls will get served first, and I'll be waiting for like 10-20 minutes.
A bar is not the place to go to find the best of humanity, where everybody is treated equally and stuff, right? Like a nightclub, a bar, these are some of the most superficial places ever.
Even though they'll look straight at me. And I think the most obvious example was when I had sprained my ankle walking, and I was taking the elevator, and this old woman closed the door in front of me, and she goes, you need to take the stairs to get some exercise.
Even though you had a sprained ankle and a very obvious cast on it, because when you sprain your ankle, they put a cast on there. She saw that, she told you to take the stairs anyway. Or was there no sprained ankle involved? Did we just kind of make that part up?
I just feel a lot more invisible in public spaces and treated with less respect than when I was skinny.
Well, if you feel invisible, then you need to take up space, right? I mean, that's clearly the solution to that.
And I really try to go out of my way to be a nice person, but
that's your first mistake.
It gets to me sometimes. And my fear is that once I lose the weight, that people are going to start treating me nicer.
Why are you afraid of that? Yeah, that would really suck if everybody started being nice to me. You just gave us a series of complaints, and then you said, basically, it would really suck if all that stuff stopped. People have been treating me like crap because of my size, in this way, that way, and the other way. And I'm very afraid that they'll stop doing that if I lose weight. Okay, so you like the negativity you get from people. That I don't understand what is happening. Maybe I'm just old and dumb. Well, that's a given. But this also doesn't make any damn sense.
I don't want to have this cynical view of the world that people...
Once again, we're talking crap about cynical views. There's nothing wrong with being cynical, baby.
People are so judgmental that they will just be nicer to someone because they're skinny versus fat. And I don't want to...
Well, why don't you ask yourself, am I nicer to people that I am attracted to? And I'm not saying it's right, but before you go around trying to take the piss out of others for doing this thing, do you do this thing?
Be bitter about that. And before you judge someone who is morbidly obese in public, maybe they're eating something you don't think they should be eating. There's a lot of reasons people gain weight. And yes, poor choices do contribute to that, but maybe they're going through something that you don't know, and the way that they're coping with that, those emotions and the things they're going through, is through food.
Right. So, yeah, it is the way that they eat. You just got done saying, yeah, if you see somebody that's morbidly obese, you shouldn't assume that they got that way from eating. They might be coping by eating. Okay, that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Those emotions and the things they're going through is through food. I think that food can be an emotional crutch that people use.
Absolutely. So are drugs.
That is not healthy for your body. I can say that firsthand from all the health stuff I've had, but you don't need to be outwardly mean to someone. And I don't
absolutely agree.
Want to become a bitter person because of this. I don't want to look at the world differently because I think that people are inherently good. But what I think...
You're afraid you'll become bitter once people treat you better after you've lost weight. You'll be like, oh man, people's superficiality has been confirmed. People treat attractive people better. They treat people better if they perceive that person to be successful or dressed nice or any number of other things. It's not just the weight. People are superficial in many ways.
Gonna happen happens. I'm gonna be so sad. And I think in general it's a good rule of thumb to just be kind to people or just not.
Are you sure you're gonna be sad? This feels really dumb.
Outwardly be mean because you don't know what's going on in someone's life. I don't know why I felt the need to make this video, but
Well, I mean, you can apply that same logic of you don't know what's going on in someone's life to people that are on drugs. Should they get sober or should they keep using the drugs because they got stuff going on in their lives? I don't know, man. You tell me.
just did, and maybe it's all in my head, but I don't think it is. I think this is a common experience that a lot of people who are fat and then become skinny experience. And maybe I'm wrong, and you can say in the comments if I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong about this, but
I would say you're wrong.
unfortunately I don't think I am. Time will tell. So I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Okay, I hope you have a good day too. Bye. I think it's really bizarre to speculate that people are going to treat you better once you lose weight. Probably. Before we even lose the weight, we're like, the one thing that I'm not looking forward to is how people are going to treat me better. First of all, it's weird. Just be happy that people are treating you better. Second of all, that's a bizarre thing to think about well before you lost the weight. Most people are going to be concerned with like loose skin or something after weight loss, not the fact that they're getting better treatment in society. Man, that would really suck if people started treating me better. That would really suck if I got a better job. You know what would really suck? If I finally got that romance that I've wanted all these years. Man, that would be god awful. What? Next. And we've got ourselves a clip from Dr. Emma Becket. Alright, Doc, hit me with the hot tracks.
So I've previously done some videos showing the fat phobia and weight bias that comes in stock image searches and AI generated images, but today we're going to look at video, stock video. So here are the results of the search when I just asked for women exercising. These are the top 3 results. And
this is very anti-fat indeed. Those women on the bottom are moving using their own arms and legs. That's very anti-fat.
I think it's pretty nice, pretty empowering. The one in the middle is even smiling. We've got a variety of exercises, but we do not have a variety of body types or ages. So
that's what I noticed as well. We don't have a variety of body types or ages. We need morbidly obese. We need elderly. We need babies maybe as well. See a baby doing some one-arm dumbbell rows in there would complete this ensemble nicely.
These women are all most definitely very thin. But when I specify fat women exercising...
When you specify fat women exercising, it just shows chicks pinching their bellies?
This is what I get.
That's my favorite workout. What are you talking about? You never done the old pinch yourself repeatedly until you lose weight routine? It's one of the best. What's the problem? No, that's funny as hell. And then the girl on the top is like on a stationary bike. Okay.
A whole bunch of
Are we mad at that one?
videos that were definitely men exercising.
Hold on, what?
But when I specify fat women exercising, this is what I get. Firstly, I had to cull a whole bunch of videos that were definitely men exercising. And then I ended up with only one of actual exercising, and the others are all pinching their fat, because that is obviously the only reason why a fat woman would exercise, apparently.
And that's a very effective workout as well.
Apparently. So then I thought, maybe I'll give this program the benefit of the doubt. Maybe having that extra thing in there just made doing this whole algorithm a little bit harder. So I specifically went back and asked for thin women exercising. And oh look, I got almost exactly the same top 3 videos that I got when I simply asked for women exercising. There's just one video different.
Okay, so the AI assumes that when you exercise, you are thin. Stupid AI assuming that people that work out have athletic bodies. Damn it! I know, obviously, plenty of larger people start working out, and it takes time to lose the weight. There are plenty of people who are not thin that work out.
And that really does show that in the minds of these programs and the people creating them, that thinness is the default when it...
In the minds of these programs and the people that create them, I'm guessing AI is used to generate or to find these stock images. So I don't think there's one person that's actually doing this. It finds references to these things online.
Comes to women, and that's not true. It's not helpful, and it is harmful. It does continue to perpetuate the myths of diet culture that
You're butthurt that women exercising shows the same images as thin women exercising. Okay, well, maybe stop searching for stock footage if it's making you that upset. Quit spending your weekends searching for stock footage that angers you, perhaps.
Women need to or should look a particular way to be socially acceptable.
Nobody said any of that, you're projecting.
So do better, people who create these databases, please.
Yeah, do better, people that create these databases. There's some guy sitting there with anti-fat bias programming all this stuff. When they search for fat women exercising, I'm just gonna show them chicks pinching their bellies. Take this, fatties. Bro, it got that information from the internet, okay? Next. Now we're going to be taking a look at a clip of Jordan Underwood, who we haven't heard from in quite a while, responding to this comment that reads, "How the F did you get bigger?" Sorry, it reads, "How the F did you get bigger?"
Something that I find very interesting about being a fat content creator.
Wait a minute. Are you doing that thing where you put toothpaste on your zits to dry them out or whatever?
Is that I got this comment 1 hour before I got this comment.
Okay, comment on the left says, "How the F did you get bigger?" And then an hour later, Jordan received this comment that reads, "You are visibly thinner." Frickin' internet, dude, am I right? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's never enough for these frickin' people. Well, at least these comments weren't both left by the same account. That would be confusing.
Make it make sense.
I don't know, Jordan. People are jerks. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've had comments that say, "I like your mustache," and I've also had comments that say, "You should shave that mustache." So, people are fickle, man. That's why we can't live our lives trying to please all these people. We gotta live our lives for us. Thank you. Next, daily dose of fat joy. Oh, thank God. I need this every day. What? What's that? Huh? Hold on. Hold on. There were captions at the bottom. It says, "Boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair. They stole my comb. That's all right till I go home." Okay, this must be some kind of nursery rhyme or something that I'm unfamiliar with. Alright, and we wrapped up the collection of clips by taking a look at our daily dose of fat joy. I need to watch that video once per day to get my mind right. No matter what life throws at me, I can watch that video and feel grounded. So what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Is it an act of resistance for fat folks to enjoy food? Does it suck that people will be nicer to you when you lose weight? And does AI have anti-fat bias? Leave a comment below. Happy Monday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.